My name is Eli Allen. I'm currently the starting quarterback for Osbury Park High School in New Jersey. And to be honest, the reason why I'm even a starter is because there's like no talent at all at this high school at the quarterback position. And the thing is, other than maybe, playing outside, throwing the ball with my friends, I'm, let's just say not in football shape. Now look, I never expected to play football for this high school at all. And to be real with you, I was preparing to go ahead and go to college to be like a engineer or something. But when the coach randomly saw the way I was throwing that ball during gym class, he asked me to go ahead and try out for the varsity team, and I did. I didn't do great, but I did do a lot better than the rest of the quarterbacks that tried out for the team. And so now I guess I'm the starting quarterback for this varsity squad. And it's really crazy to me because this is the first time I done ever played officiated football in my life. And with that being said, as I started realizing this game that I'm not very good at reading the field at all. Like in terms of arm talent, it's crazy. I'm amazingly talented, very accurate. I could put that ball where I want to put it. Now with all the arm talent I got, if I gotta sit here and read a defense, it's gonna be bad business. Cause I tend to throw the ball in the coverage a lot of the time. And that results into a lot of picks. And then you pair that up with me being a very aggressive quarterback, I tend to throw a lot of dots to the defense. But look, me being on this team, we have a very mid offense, but defensively, they be locking stuff up. So no matter how many picks I've thrown in this game, we're still winning 14-3. And what makes this team scary is the fact that as soon as I learn how to read defenses, which I will learn more throughout the season, which is gonna get even more nasty. As in my first game, I was 27 for 45, 431 yards and 5 touchdowns, but probably had 5 picks thrown too. Now look, I may be the starting quarterback for this team, and my coach really believes in me. He believes that as soon as I start to learn the field a lot more, learn to read the defense, my talent is going to show off in a crazy way. Because as he always tells me, if I put in the work, I'm definitely gonna start gaining the interest of colleges. But if it's one thing about me, I'm pretty lazy, as you can see from my stomach. But I've been trying to work on my laziness. I'm trying to get a lot better at that, because what I heard is that there's a freshman who has a good amount of upside that the coach wouldn't mind starting over me if I start playing like trash. But right now, even with the picks I'm throwing, I'm still throwing touchdowns and trying my best to win games. And I mean, really, I gotta thank the defense, because the way I'm throwing this ball to the defense in this game especially has been crazy. Because not only did I throw that pick, but I also threw this one right here on the run. And then you can't even forget about this one that went right to that DB. Like I was throwing to him like he was my receiver. And now look, I don't know how I'm not benched yet, but even though I threw all them picks, defense got a lot of stops. And now it's time to throw some dots. It's the second half, still a tie game, and I'm not trying to lose this game. On 1st and 10, I throw probably my most beautiful pass I've ever thrown. Getting that ball right over that DB's head, scoring a touchdown. Thanks to the defense for getting another stop. We're in 1st and goal. I'm throwing this ball straight to the tight end who was on the little flat route, and we're scoring another touchdown. Now look, on the team, there's a joke going around that I'm a black quarterback that do not scramble. I'm a little slow, so I don't do it, but here, that gap was too open for me not to go ahead and run and kick this first down. But then, after taking a sack at 2nd and 18, the D lineman that was being double teamed got off that double team, hit me, I threw the ball to an out route, and that was picked off on the sideline. I ended up getting benched for the rest of the game, but we still ended up winning, so that's all that matters. But now, I'm in a very important game. After the trash performance I put on last game, ended up getting benched in the last quarter, how I play here in this game will determine on if I get benched for more than just one game, and maybe for the rest of the season, depending on how the freshman plays when he gets in. And already being down 7-0, we're 2nd and 27. I decided to throw up this dumb pass that went straight to the DB. Already not looking too good. But you know me, along with the picks I throw some dots too. Throwing this over that DB's head, and it's a dot. On 3rd and 5, I end up holding this ball for way too long. We got a motion going on. We got a couple short routes, but I ain't seen none of that. I'm trying to throw the ball down the field. I end up getting sacked. Still 7-0 here in the 2nd quarter, and on 3rd and 10, I'm dropping back, throwing a dot, getting that ball just there, right before that DB was able to make a play on it. Now we're in scoring position, 2nd and 1, and I'm making another mistake. I scrambled out to the right side, something I don't ever do. I end up getting hit, fumbled, and they picked the ball up. We was in scoring position, now it's a wasted drive. All the mistakes I done made, the defense has still been locking up. But their defense too has been doing their thing. That blitzer got right past that O-lineman and hit me. I fumbled, but luckily we picked the ball up. 3rd and 17, I'm desperate to pick up this first down. I threw this ball deep down the field, but I ain't put enough air on the ball to get into the end zone. Almost got picked off. And now 4th quarter, about 30 seconds left in this game. We're down 10 points, and finally I'm able to score a touchdown here, but really, it doesn't even matter because we lost the game. And I made a lot of mistakes. And after my performance, coach told me, that I'm gonna be benched. He didn't tell me how long for, but guess I'm gonna have to sit here and wait, see how the freshman does. And so I ended up sitting out for about 3 weeks. The freshman was 1 for 2 in them 3 weeks. But not only that, but he was playing worse than I was playing when I was a starting quarterback. So coach put me back in the starting spot. Because now, with us being 3-3, we're gonna have to win every single game to have a chance at making the playoffs. And me, in my time of not being a starting quarterback, I've been working hard. I've been trying to learn defenses a lot more, and I'm trying to learn to not be as aggressive and take checkdowns if I need to. Not only that, I know that I'm slow, but still, there's a point in time where I'm gonna need to have to scramble. And here, I end up scrambling to the right side, getting the ball to a curl route, and almost scoring the tud. And now 1st and goal, run the ball right up the middle with the running back to score the first touchdown of the game. Defense doing what they always do, gotta stop. 2nd and 10, I threw a beautiful back shoulder fade to my boy Ostrander for the touchdown. And then, after the defense got another stop, I'm running out to the left side and I throw another beautiful pass to this post route, but the ball went right through his hands. Now here on 3rd and 10, I gotta be a lot more aware of what's going on and I gotta get this ball out fast. I'm standing in the opposite end zone and I'm getting sacked for a safety. And then not only that, after defense got to stop, I threw this ball to an out route, not knowing how good that DB was. The way he jumped that route was just crazy. No matter what happens offensively, our defense is just locking up. Only allowed 3 points. I ran backwards, set my feet, and threw this dot down the field for a big play. Now, one thing I didn't say is that I gained a little bit of speed over my time of not being a starting quarterback. I've been working hard, and here I end up picking up this first down somehow and just barely getting tackled. I wanted that rushing touchdown. After trying to run the ball a couple times, it wasn't working. 3rd and goal, throwing the ball to a flat route, touchdown. So far in this game, yes, I made a couple mistakes, but this is already my best game this season. Time coming down, and I decided to throw this bomb down the field before halftime and scored a touchdown. But look, I wasn't done. I'm showing off all the hard work I put in and my time not being a starter. Throwing this ball up, and I had trusted my receiver to dunk on that DB. 1st and goal, slot receiver running the post route, and I'm hitting him in the middle of the field for the touchdown. Just having a crazy game. And here, 26 for 46, 461 yards, 6 touchdowns. And after that crazy game, I turned from a 1-star to a 2-star. And not only that, I ended up getting my first 2 scholarship offers from James Madison and Old Dominion. And honestly, it's really crazy to me. I didn't expect to get any offers this early, especially from seeing what I did before I was benched. And I mean, even my parents were surprised. They almost cried when I told them that I was offered scholarship to play football for 2 schools. And that made me want to work even harder, because now this means something. It's 1st and goal, running a play action, I'm throwing a dot to my tight end for the touchdown. Now I might have gotten better, but I still have a couple traits and tendencies that I had before, and here, I had a lot of time to sit here and wait and think about what I wanted to do, threw the ball right to that defender. But as always, defense was able to get a stop, and I'm throwing another dot, post route to the middle of the field, almost scoring the tug. And then to extend this lead, 2nd and goal, running the ball up the middle, touchdown. 2nd quarter now, they're finally on the board with 6 points, but here I end up throwing a dot. Another nasty back shoulder fade, picking up a big game. And then on 1st and goal, see running the drag route, I'm hitting him for the touchdown. Now this game right here, with the combination of defense getting stops and me out here throwing these dots, receivers, tight ends just getting wide open, we are tearing this team apart. 2nd and goal, and the running back's gonna get another touchdown off this toss play, untouched. We get another stop. This play right here was amazing. Receiver getting wide open on that wheel route, and I got that ball right to him. But he wasn't fast enough to score the tud though. But we still finna score before this second half start. About 10 seconds left here in the 2nd quarter. Dots in the middle of the field, extending his lead. And man, what a game. 500 yards, 4 touchdowns. And after that game, I ended up getting scholarship from Navy and Maryland, while also gaining interest from Penn State, Pittsburgh, and Syracuse. It's getting crazy now. And now all I gotta do is carry on what I've been doing in these last 2 games into this one against Montclair. And we starting this one off pretty well. After throwing that dot, the running back fought his way into getting this touchdown. And then defense got to stop. We got a chance to make this a 2-score lead. I'm hitting the guy on a streak. I don't know what kind of zone they was running, but it was trash. They end up getting us to 3rd and 13, but still, I'm dropping back, waiting for my receiver and throwing that right in between all them zones. That's a dot. Got us up the field, 1st and goal, slant, tug. And yeah, right now, look like it's gonna be another blowout. Play action, wide open receiver, getting to about 3-yard line. Running the play action on 1st and goal, hitting the tight end who's wide open on that drag route for the touchdown. We up 21-0 before half. And they're blitzing me on 1st and 10, but that just didn't matter. I'm still throwing this dot to pick up this first down. And then one of my favorite throws, a back shoulder fade. Just look at that beauty. And then they extend the lead real quick. 1st and goal, running the ball to the left side, touchdown. And after what the scout seen, I became a 3-star quarterback. And then just to add on to my scholarships, Kansas and Colorado State. And now I'm gaining interest from Wisconsin, West Virginia, and Wake Forest. Now this week, we're playing against a team that hasn't won a single game yet this season, Union City 0-9. Starting off this game throwing a dot. It's a flag on the defense and we picking up a big game. But then after throwing that dot, receiver on the curl route, but the DB ran the route for him and I threw it right to him. But look, me, I'm not gonna allow a pick take away from my aggressiveness because I know I got the arm talent to put that ball wherever I want to. A nasty back shoulder fade to the sideline. After taking a couple sacks, 3rd and 22, we got a blitzer coming off and I'm walking to the left side getting hit and that receiver made a crazy dive and grab to pick up the first. I know the scouts like that. 2nd and 10, receiver running a C route and I'm hitting him right when he cut for the tug. The amount of confidence that I have in my ability to get that ball where I want to get it is crazy. Throwing this ball over them zones, 2 people around there and I still did not care. Got it to him, big play. 2nd and 8, I'm picking up this first down from throwing a slant to my inside receiver and he didn't get the touchdown, but we 1 yard short. And from here, a little simple run with the fullback to pick up the touchdown. Man, it's really crazy to me how good our defense is. No matter what we do on offense, them boys is still locking up. We throwing dots though. And when our offense is rolling like this, ain't no team that could beat us in this state. And here I threw this right over that DB. Thought it was gonna get picked off, but hey, I guess I'm just nice. And here we're gonna go ahead and extend this to a 3-score lead in the first quarter. We really ain't getting nothing but just a field goal in the second quarter. We coming back out here in the half. I'm throwing this corner route, picking up a big gain, almost scoring a touchdown. Then on 1st and goal to basically end this game, running the ball up the middle, and that's a touchdown. And man, if I could just keep playing like this, ain't no doubt we'll be able to go far in the playoffs. To see in that game, I ended up getting another scholarship offer to South Carolina. West Virginia and Wake Forest are showing a little bit more interest in me, but also Virginia Tech. They're in the mix too. Alright, now it's the last game of the regular season. We're playing against South Orange, who has 1 win on their record. We cannot be the second. 1st and 10, outside receivers running a streak. He just got past that DB and I'm throwing that right to the outside so the safety can't make a play on the ball. Then on 1st and 10, receiver ran a curl route. Got that ball right to him, but let it a little bit to the outside and he ended up scoring a tug. 10 points now after defense got a stop. 3rd and 1, hitting my receiver wide open on this crossing route. Breaking the tackle, trying to score a touchdown, but he falls 2 yards short. On 1st and goal, I'm rolling out to the right side. I wanted to get this rushing touchdown, but I saw they was sitting there waiting for me. I ended up throwing this right before that DB could make a play on the ball, scoring a touchdown. When I tell y'all, plays like this and throws like this just show how much work I've been putting in throughout the season. Getting hit on 3rd and 10, and I still threw this dot that ended up being a touchdown. And then while we're up 31-7 in the 3rd quarter, I probably should be sitting out for the rest of the game because here I threw this ball up trying to be a little cocky and ended up being a pick. Yeah, I'll sit out for the rest of this. With this being the last game of the season, I'm ending off pretty well. We got some momentum heading into the playoffs. Before we get into the playoffs, I ended up getting offered to be a quarterback for Penn State, Wisconsin, and West Virginia. Some schools that I never thought I'd be offered to go to. But now, we're playing in our first playoff game in 5 years. This is a bigger game for this school than you would think. And just with that information being known, I know I got a lot of weight on my shoulders to go ahead and get this dub. But as long as we play like we've been playing these last couple weeks since I've been back, we're gonna be good. Defense plays amazing every game, and as long as I'm out here throwing dots, not turning the ball over, we're gonna be good. 1st and 10, I want to throw the ball down the field so bad, but I had to learn from my mistakes. Take the check down, because he ended up scoring a touchdown. Just as we expected. Defense went out there, got a stop. But me, I gave it right back to him. They did score a touchdown off the pick I threw, but still, we're gonna come out here, I'm gonna throw the ball like I ain't just throw a pick. We scoring a touchdown to take the lead again. They did indeed score right back. So now it's a tie game, and somehow, this wasn't picked off. I guess that DB wasn't expecting me to throw that, but I did, and we picked up a big game. 3 inches, coach decides to pass the ball. I put this ball right in my tight end's hands, and he just dropped it. Now, luckily, after taking 3, defense got to stop. We got a minute left in the second quarter to get a touchdown. I threw a dot to the outside, and I don't know what defense they was playing, but it was terrible against that verticals play we just ran. We have been getting locked up ever since that play. 4th and 15, and we're going for it. I threw this ball up double coverage, and my receiver still came down with that catch. What a play. Now, because of him, 1st and goal, and we scoring a touchdown here to extend the lead before halftime. Then I'm getting 3 points, making this a 1-score lead. We got the ball on their side of the field. Post route, and I'm throwing that right over that DB to get to 1st and goal. Then on 1st and goal, running back was standing there right there just waiting for me to throw it. I gave it to him right when I got hit, and he scored a touchdown to extend the lead. And there we go. We won our first playoff game as a high school in 5 years. And finally, after weeks of considering, Wake Forest offered me a scholarship. But not only that, Texas Tech, Texas, and TCU are now interested. And since a kid, even though I'm from New Jersey, Texas has been one of my favorite colleges, and I always wanted to go there. And now, in the second playoff game, scouts from all three of these schools will be at the game, so I'm gonna have to show out. Now look, I'm not gonna lie, first playoff game, I was not nervous at all. I was ready for it, but this game, I'm a little nervous. Just knowing that the Texas Longhorn scouts is out there watching, got me a little nervous. And due to my nervousness, I threw a pick to start off the game. Bad business. Defense gotta stop. But then on 3rd and 6, we're all the way backed up. I'm trying to get this ball to my receiver, but that DB just jumped it. Luckily, it wasn't picked off. They end up scoring. I gotta wake up. 1st and 10, receiver running the post route. Got that ball over that linebacker to pick up the first. And then this time on 1st and 10, I'm dropping back, and multiple defenders got off the O-line, and I'm hitting me at the same time, and that ball came right out my hands. They picked the ball up, and it's another turnover by me. Before the game, I spotted the Texas Longhorn scout. I looked at him after that play, and he was just sitting there looking disappointed, shaking his head. And I ain't gonna lie, I tried to get myself together, but everything was just going from bad to worse. Tried to get this ball to my receiver on the street, but instead, underthrew it completely. Went straight to the DB, another turnover. And I mean, literally, it's crazy to me. I look like my pre-benched self again, just struggling to read the field, throwing picks. I mean, yeah, they're a way better team than us, but still, there's no excuse for this performance I'm putting on right now. You would think that I'd get benched, but coach believed in me. But all that happened was, in the second half, it got a lot worse. Tried to throw the ball, got hit, and the ball just fell into a defender's hands. It's another turnover. What is going on? What's crazy to me is the fact that I got all these turnovers and we're still only down 13. We got the ball back, 2nd and goal, and I'm throwing a touchdown to make it a 1-score game. And now it's a 6-point game. All we gotta do, get down the field, score a touchdown. 1st and 10, scoring out to the right side, try to throw it to the streak, and again, underthrew it and went right to the DB who caught the last streak. That's 6 turnovers in this game. I mean, we had it right there. We had a chance to get down the field and put pressure on them, but instead, another turnover. And because of me, we end up losing. But somehow, after seeing that game, Texas Tech gave me a scholarship. And with the game I had, I wasn't expecting Texas Longhorns to give me one, so, it is what it is. But now that my high school career is done, unfortunately ending off on a very bad loss in the playoffs, I now have a decision to make. Somehow, none of these schools took away their offer from me. So I still got an opportunity to play for one of these schools, though I'll be a 3rd-string quarterback and I have to fight for my playing time. So, what should I commit to?